I'm Brianna Rufalo in for John Gregory, who is at the Pacific Air Show. And I'm Rachel Brown. We're so excited for the Pacific Air Show. It gets started later on this morning. And Tony's watching the weather for us. How's it going to be looking?
It's going to look great.
News out of Temple City. 3 families have been displaced this morning after a massive fire damaged 2 separate homes. The fires broke out after 3 o'clock this morning. California is now the first state to announce a COVID vaccine requirement for all public and private schools. Governor Newsom made the announcement yesterday, affecting millions of students. The mandate would take effect following the FDA's full approval of the vaccine. Merck is planning to submit its data to the FDA in the coming days. The move comes after the company announced that its experimental pill for sick people with COVID-19 reduced hospitalizations and death by half. If cleared by regulators, it would be the first pill to treat COVID-19. Right now, all other COVID treatments authorized in the U.S. require either an IV or injection. This new form could ease pressure on hospitals. A man accused of raping a teenage girl after following her from Long Beach to South L.A. This is the man they are looking for in last Sunday's attack. Take a good look. Police say he rode a train with the 16-year-old victim from downtown Long Beach before following her onto an MTA bus. The suspect then got off with her in South LA, where he pulled her into a parking lot and raped her. The behind-the-scenes workers on many film and TV productions are voting this weekend on whether they want to authorize a strike. IATSE members have until 9 p.m. tomorrow to vote, and the results should be announced on Monday. Their contract with the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers has expired. The two sides are at odds over issues including work conditions and revenue from streaming and other new media. If there is a strike, it could not only stop future productions, but also shut down some that are already in progress. Metrolink is getting ready to resume service to southern Orange County and Oceanside starting on Monday. Some of the best in the country. The Pacific Air Show is back after canceling last year. The Blue Angels and the Thunderbirds are just some of the squadrons set to take flight near Huntington Beach this weekend. Coming up in our next half hour, we are live with a sneak peek of what you can expect to see when the 3-day event kicks off today. And if you can't make it out to the air show, we do plan to stream it live starting at 10 a.m. exclusively on Hulu. So tune in with our own John Gregory, Leslie Lopez, Jessica DeNova, Chris. What can folks expect heading to the air show today?
It's going to be really nice.
18-year-old woman off life support. They're also planning to hold a protest tomorrow to demand charges be filed against the school safety officer who shot her. Mona Rodriguez was shot after the officer arrived to break up a fight between Rodriguez and another teenager near Milliken High School on Monday. Rodriguez sped off in a car and the officer fired. Mona's family says she was hit in the back of the head, and now they want the officer arrested.
There's so many
fire protections for some homeowners. How to make sure you're protected even if you don't have insurance. Plus, the Pacific in Long Beach is hosting a special event this weekend. Yeah, it's the Baja Splash Cultural Festival where people can learn and have fun at the same time. Joining us this morning is Marilyn Padilla. She is the coordinator of the event. And Marilyn, good morning to you. Thanks for being with us. What will people get to learn this weekend from this?
Well, this weekend is an opportunity to learn in Southern California. We're celebrating National Hispanic Heritage Month, and we have a variety of groups. This morning with us, we have an Afro-Cuban group. You'll also be seeing groups representing Mexico, countries in Central and South America, the Caribbean, and beyond. So a lot of dance, music, bilingual environmental programs, booths, just an opportunity to learn about culture.
Some 50,000 people in Northern California's Shasta County will not have to worry about losing their homeowners insurance because of wildfires. The state insurance commissioner ordered a moratorium yesterday. It prevents homeowners from losing their insurance regardless of whether they suffered a loss. Protects people living in or near the declared disaster area of the Fawn Fire. Right now, the fire has destroyed 185 structures. It has burned more than 85,000 acres, and it is 90% contained. At Dodger Stadium, the message he has for stadium staff 3 years after he was attacked. Plus, a major move by the National Women's Soccer League after several players came forward accusing their coaches of misconduct. 1,000 people are expected to take to the streets in downtown LA today in support of reproductive rights. The Women's March, part of a nationwide movement following the Texas ban on abortions after 6 weeks of pregnancy. Events are also planned in Long Beach and Fullerton. In all, more than 650 marches are planned across the U.S. today. The downtown LA march begins at 10 o'clock this morning. Now to an ABC7 exclusive. A Dodgers fan has been cleared of criminal charges after he was beaten by a group of security guards at Dodger Stadium back in 2018. Eyewitness News reporter Amy Powell spoke with him about his court victory and what's next. Up at 6:30, gunfire erupts near a popular concert, injuring 3 people. An update on their conditions this morning. And now that flights are staying with us, I'm Rachel Brown. And I'm Brianna Rufalo in for John Gregory, who is out at the Pacific Air Show this morning. And it's just a big day today down there for Huntington Beach. And so everyone's wanting to know, what's the weather going to be like? Tony. Cedar Rapids this morning, at least 3 people are hurt after being shot at a hotel. Witnesses say a small concert was taking place near a Ramada hotel when someone started firing at a group of people. Police say the incident is still under investigation and that no arrests have been made. Timeline on when the FDA could make some major decisions on multiple COVID vaccines this month. First, the advisory panel is expected to meet on October 14th to discuss Moderna's application for a booster shot. Then a day later, federal officials plan to go over Johnson & Johnson's application for their booster dose. It's back and bigger than ever. Yeah, it's day 2 of the world's finest display of heart-pumping aerobatic demonstrations. And our Eyewitness News reporter, Leticia Juarez, is live in Huntington Beach this morning with more. Good morning, Leticia.
Good morning there. If you were watching me earlier, I was doing a little warm-up there because apparently that's what it takes to be in the Navy parachute team. I mentioned watching as aircraft with the Air Force, Coast Guard, Marines, and Navy showcase their moves. This year's show will be extra special for only the second time. The Blue Angels, the Thunderbirds, and the Canadian Snowbirds will be performing. But first up will be the Navy parachute team, the Leapfrogs, and I'm here to talk with jumper Nick Fajardo. Talk to us about what it's going to be like to be jumping out of an airplane from 10,000 feet?
10,000 feet today, that is correct. So luckily we are blessed with beautiful weather here in Huntington Beach. I could not ask for a better place to jump or a better place to be for this wonderful event.